that guy, but I hate that guy. So I guess I can't really explain it that way.
Bones about it.
I tried to give him a hug. If you remember on draft day, I walk in, Big Les, the salesman, sitting there. I mean, he had a car pamphlet in my hand. First thing I walk in, and he's like, "Bink." And I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" You goes.
That was a nice little embrace you guys had for a moment there.
Well, I tried. I think he was fighting it.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, he didn't want the hug.
I think he wanted it.
Deep down.
I don't think he wants to fight it. So you put off a trade with him. You sent over the number 1 wide receiver, at least he was rated going into that, Larry Fitzgerald. You brought back Terrell Owens and Brad Johnson. What you're thinking here?
Well, that was a trade coming into week 8.
Yep.
And I got to set up the situation here.
Okay.
And the situation was, in week 8, I had a little bit of a problem, and that was, well, I didn't have a quarterback. Rodgers was on bye, and all the backups I had.
Should I make any bi jokes? You throw out bi. Should I make any bisexual jokes here? I'm not going to
make jokes.
Here,
I mean,
get number 3.
Okay.
Number 3. Hold on, we're marking it. Don't.
Okay.
Okay. So Aaron Rodgers was on a bye, and I'm not going to make any jokes.
Aaron Rodgers on a bye.
If it was Romo, I'd make it.
Oh, yeah. But Romo was on a bye then.
I'm not going to do that either. Okay. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers on a bye. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers, he's on a bye, and so I didn't have a quarterback. And to tell you the truth, I really didn't think I needed one. We had, like, the queer wangs that I was going up against that week. And who needs players when they're playing against Wang and Tang and the queers?
They've struggled.
Smear the queers loses every game. Wang and Tang doesn't do much better.
But they both...
Oh yeah, then they beat me. That's great. So just to make sure they didn't beat me, I decided I needed to pull off this trade where I give up my number 1 wide receiver for Terrell Owens and Brad Johnson, which I'm still happy with that trade. I mean, it got me through my bye week.
And that's what I guess I was wondering if you were regretting the trade. I mean, that was a tough trade.
Well, I don't know if you noticed the points, but Fitzgerald got, I think, 12 points total. And Brad Johnson, along with Terrell Owens, got like 15 total, I believe, is what the numbers were. It ended up paying off, and you might say I would have lost with or without a quarterback that week. So, but Owens has a lot of upside when
Romo gets back.
When Romo gets back, I mean, he could be putting up 15, 25 points a game, something like that. So just hope that's sooner rather than later. And I know Norm Buds is missing Romo too.
Oh,
at least as much as I am.
Norman struggled. You guys have both kind of similar records, and you guys both, Norman lost 2 tough games this week.
Right.
Lost to the Pussycats at the last second when Pete Manning rushed in a garbage touchdown when he rushed a 1-yard touchdown to nip the Norm. But
losing to the Pussycats would be worse than losing to Wang and Tang.
Pussycats over 500 right now.
At least Wang and Tang's a badass in real life.
Oh, he is. I don't. If you're going to go in a street fight, who do you have with you? Rob Rivera.
Right. I mean,
knows how to.
You got to be quick. Cops aren't far behind.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. And I think he knows how to. I think he's got a knife.
Smear the queers. Do I know that guy?
James. He was at the draft.
James.
There's been a lot. You've talked smack.
I'm sure I know the team's owner, but
I don't think you've ever really met him. But you've talked smack on the message board, and even though he beat you, he's refused to talk back. Maybe he's a little yellow.
Well, he's scared. You know, I'm a veteran in this league. I've been here a long time.
You have. You're charter member, as we stated at the beginning.
Yeah. I've been 4 years. This is my 4th year.
This is your 4th year.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you. Glad to have you. I don't know how to ask this, I guess. Do you stay up late at night longing for that taste of the playoffs?
Yeah. I have to say I do. Like? Definitely. I think...
Because it tastes good. I like it when I'm in the
playoffs. In my dreams. Yeah. Tastes like.
Hey, let's say you made the championship. Who would you like to beat in the championship? Who would that?
Oh, I would definitely like. I mean, Norm Buds and I mean, we're like this,
bros.
Oh man, yeah. I totally got that guy's back.
I'm doing a little bisexual thing.
I know. That's how you got
okay.
I'm not comfortable without the gay jokes.
Hey, come on. Gotta make a couple of gay jokes, maybe a couple wiener jokes.
Hey,
Yeah, you and Norm.
Wiener jokes are fun.
You and Norm have always, you've always had a good relationship.
I totally got Norm's back. I don't know what his problem is this year. I mean,
Romo.
I've lost 5 games in a row, and I'm still beating Norm in the standings.
So let's talk.
That's horrible.
And let's talk about your chances a little bit. Right now, the commission, the JH Express, 11-3 in our division, which I think still is the toughest division that has ever been assembled. Robbie Rivera was nice enough to draft probably the toughest teams ever. While Robbie Hunt
he's not scared. I mean, that's the thing. Robbie will take on anyone.
Yes, yeah, sure, he's tough. 11-3 for me. The Bitch Magnet, Eric Moshan, 9-4. We've had a lot of posts from Eric Moshan this year.
Yeah, I took him out early in the league.
Yeah.
I got lucky with an early win there, and he had a little bit of payback later on.
Maverick and Iceman, Chris Pickens, 8-6. I've always liked Chris Pickens' team. He started out 2-6. He's won 6 in a row. His team scores a lot of points. Kurt Warner, Calvin Johnson. I think he did really good at the draft, and his team is starting to really come on.
Yeah, I think people were laughing at him for picking Kurt Warner. I believe you were one of the people laughing at him.
No, I don't laugh.
Oh, he's going down and.
You know
Second half, first game.
Well, you know what? No, that was Mark Doucet who said that. That was Doucet. But maybe I laughed with Mark because peer pressure, and Mark's, you know.
And you cave into peer pressure. I mean, let's
to Mark Doucet, because Mark Doucet's the best at everything, because he's like the most gifted athlete ever out there.
Is he a man whore?
No, that's Dane.
Dane. Okay,
sure.
Sorry.
And then you're in 4th place, 7-6. You're a half game out of the coveted 3 spots. You want to be in the top 3 to make the playoffs. Norm Bud, 7-7. Brew Crew, your buddy Les is struggling worse than you. He's 6-8. Wang and Tang, who we all gave up for dead, has won 4 in a row to get right back in this division, 6-8. And then the Rocks, Mark Doucet, with the trade with Brett Favre, hasn't worked out. He's 5-8. Who do you fear in our league? What are your chances? What do you think?
I think. Well, to answer your first question, I'd really like to go up against the Norm Buds in the championship. I mean, obviously, you know, 2 Buds there, their team's going at it. We'll be back there kicking back beers.
Sure.
I mean, that's the only way to go.
Bros before hoes.
Bros before hoes.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
then who do you fear in our division, though? I mean, you're gonna have to take out somebody. One of the top 3 teams, the JH Express, Bitch Magnet, Maverick, and Iceman. You think you'll get by one of those guys?
Oh, I'm the only one to fear in this league. I would have to say I fear myself.
Oh.
You know, I'm my own worst enemy in this league.
I like that answer.
Nobody can take me down except for me.
That would be a great T-shirt. I fear myself. Wouldn't that be a great T-shirt? Anybody? Don't you think that'd be good? I would wear that
for the league, maybe.
I fear myself. Well, you could wear that in the draft. People want you to wear those leather pants to the draft, by the way. Everyone always asks me, when's Aaron going to wear those leather pants? Do you still have those?
People seem to need the leather pants more than I do, but I mean, yeah, I've got more than one pair of leather pants, Johnny. And doesn't everybody? Seriously.
Well, that one pair was a waist 26. I thought maybe you grew out of it.
It's a 28.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I can still fit in a size 28 pants.
It's classic. People come to the draft just to see those. In the other division, the man
had an audience for him.
That would be great.
Oh, who's that?
In the other division, the man horse Dane Wilson, 11-3. 2nd place is Robbie Hunt in the Spades, quietly working his way up to 9-5.
Yeah, he started out at the bottom, that's for sure.
Divas 8-6, tied with the Pussycats 8-6 for 3rd, and then there's a string of teams that are really underachieving. Dr. Mo, Jason Moshan, 5-9. Your buddy Russ, remember Russ? He's 5-9. He's lost 7 in a row. Smear the Queers, 3-11, but on a 2-game winning streak after beating you. And the Master, 3-11.
Smear the Queers had a good week.
Yeah, they did. They finally had a good week. Man Horse 11-3. Dane seems to be the class of that division.
Yeah, the Man Horse tough to beat.
And as you've seen by the message board, he seems to be leading, and then every time he gets victories, it seems like that generates 3 or 4 more messages.
Right. I think I beat the Man Horse earlier this year, though, didn't I? Take a look.
I can look that up. We can have our. Well, he's got a very bad record against our division. Right. He's 3 wins and 2 losses, which he thinks is good. I don't.
Well, it is good against our division. We have a tough division.
It's okay. So. But I'll look at that here. What do you think of Dane Smack? He prides himself in his smack talk. Have you had a chance to read some of his posts? Some of them are lengthy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm looking up that stat.
Is
that what Kathy does?
Yeah.
It's going to read you a little bedtime story for the Man Horse. Tonight, talking about me being the best. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that quick.
It's actually pretty hard to look up. Maybe we can have one of our assistants.
We will. Well, maybe. Maybe we'll have to. Maybe we'll just post it. But
I think our assistants are non-responsive.
I think they're keeping track of the baby. I don't know. This is dead air. We'll move on. Okay. Maybe you beat him. Maybe you didn't. I'm sure Dan will look it up and post it on the site for us. We're gonna play a little quick, a fun little segment. It's called Studs or Duds.
Oh,
and I'm going to throw out an NFL name, and you tell me if you think they're a stud or a dud, and we'll have quick little reaction and